Hey everybody, Sean here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today back in Jackbox Party Pack 5, grabbing the Diversified achievement. This is going to be done in a game of Patently Stupid. You are going to need at least 5 players for this, so get your devices or web browsers ready. It's a pretty complicated achievement that requires a little bit of understanding on math, which we'll get to in a bit. But to get to this achievement, what you have to do is you have to successfully fund 3 inventions. So, starting off, we are going to be in step 1, market research. You are going to come up with some problems. This has no bearing on the achievement, so you can write whatever you want, really, since we're just setting up the game in a way where we can get the achievements as easy as possible. Then you are given 2 flashcards per player with the 10 things that you came up with. Once again, doesn't matter what you pick, so just pick random stuff and then get past this first part. Step 2, invent something. You are going to basically draw your invention. What I recommend doing is making the 3 that you are going to get the achievement with something distinguishable from the other 2. So I like using numbers in this case, and then I'm just going to come up with something random for the other 2 drawings. So you can use any system you want. You can use colors or you can use shapes, something that you can tell apart from the other 2 drawings, but you want it so you can have 3 and 2, so keep that in mind when drawing your 5 drawings. After that, you're supposed to come up with titles and pitches. Once again, this could be anything you want for the drawings, so just write whatever you want to. Then you're supposed to get to step 3, pitch your idea, which is the slowest part. My only advice for this is to just hit the present for me button when it comes to every single player. Very, very slow and very drawn out, but you have to sit through it, unfortunately. So, the most important phase is step 4, obtain funding. This is where the math comes into play. So, every player is going to get some money chips. You get a 500, 300, and 100 piece. To fund an invention, that invention has to make $1,000. So, using the math, what you want to basically do is you have to give player 1 2 500 chips, player 2 2 500 chips, player 3 all of the 300 chips available, and then spread the rest of the chips, which should be just 100 pieces, to players 4 and 5. If you manage to do that right, every player should make the 1,000 plus bonus points, and that should equal out to you funding at least 3 inventions. Once again, you need a minimum of 5 players for this, because if you have 4 players, you can only successfully fund 2 inventions, just because of the number of chips available. And as long as you keep that little pattern in check, you should be good for the achievement. Feel free to pause the game if you need to run through your calculations, but as long as you distribute the chips out perfectly, you should be good for the achievement once you fund the 3 inventions. There it is, 50 gamer score, and that's all there is to it.